I think this is one of the most important things of your whole life. You say, what is that? Be an encourager. You know, my mother always encouraged me. And, she would say to me, I'd say, how do you know I'm going to do well on the test? You were a smart baby. Well, I don't know what a smart baby is or was, but it was an encouragement. So I had a lot of encouragement. My family didn't have money, they didn't have prestige, but they had encouragement. And so I want you to look at a positive attitude. What's your attitude? It determines your altitude. I can tell you, you get up in the morning grumpy, you'll finish the day grumpy. Do away with grumpiness. Put your hand on your heart. Say, I'm doing away with grumpiness. No grumpiness today. That's very important. So, what are qualities that should be rewarded? Listen to me, this is very important. It's really the difference between failure and success. A positive attitude, loyalty, personal growth, creativity, risk-taking, decisive action rather than paralysis over analysis. Some people, they're going to examine it, take it, look at it, and they really slowly do nothing but kill it. So be careful what you do. So you need to be decisive. Look to one thing. Don't look to a dozen. And you need to understand what you see. And you need to learn from what you understand. These are so good. And you need to act on what you learn. So, final analysis, results are what matter, not attendance and activity. Don't encourage the squeaky wheels, but the quiet producers. And I tell you, I am so grateful to my family who, you would have considered us poor, but we were not poor in what we were encouraged in. And they thought we could do everything, at least if they didn't think it, they told us that anyway. And that made such a difference. So, who do you encourage? Well, you don't encourage the whiners. Oh, it's all so bad. But you encourage the quiet producers. So, I taught school, and that was good for me. I taught junior high, and eventually I taught senior high. And you learned who to really encourage. And you wanted your class to produce and do well. And so these were things that I really did and appreciated. So what do we want to do? We want to be encouragers. And we want to encourage people in what they produce. And we want to encourage people not to be negative, but to be positive. So I learned, especially in junior high, senior high teaching, to encourage positive results. When they got a positive results, I really encouraged them. When they got a negative results, I didn't discourage them. I encouraged them to look at how they could do it better and write down the things that they thought they could do better. So I want you today to write down 4 or 5 things that you could do better, and not looking at somebody else who's discouraging you, but looking up to God and to His Word, who will encourage you. And you know what He says? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Are you letting Him strengthen you today? Of course you are. Now you can send your prayer requests to MarilynandSarah.org. You can believe for others' prayers to bring encouragement also to you, and you can bring it to others. So, when I talk with people on planes or trains or whatever, I want to be an encourager. So I try in every way to encourage them because as a whole, people are discouraged. But as a whole, they can be encouraged. What are you today? Honey, you are an encourager.